Today on the Griddle Guys, look at that. We are in for a treat. I got Chris, Nate, mac and cheese bites. Stay tuned.
On the griddle.
On the griddle. So believe it or not, the first step to making mac and cheese balls. Chris, mac and cheese.
What about us?
You gotta cook it, man.
It's like Nate's opening the box.
So Nate's got the box getting open there. Nate, what kind of mac and cheese is that?
Kraft.
Just, thick and creamy.
Thick and creamy. It doesn't really matter. What I wanted to do is just buy the most common mac and cheese that you can find and try it out and figure it out that way. It definitely tastes better with homemade mac and cheese, but
It's about ease, right?
about ease. So for tonight, we're just gonna make one box. I'll go over some different sizes.
5 to 7 minutes?
5 to 7 to 10 minutes.
I forget.
Bring that to a boil.
I've only made this 1,000 times for my kids. 1,000, literally.
I think it says 7, but I overcook it. I'll make it a little softer.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a bad thing with this. We got Nate working the mac and cheese, the pasta.
It's tough. It's tough.
Seriously sharp.
She says seriously.
It's good stuff. So with the mac and cheese, I like to spice it up a little bit, give it a little extra cheddar, especially with the pre-boxed stuff. So I put Chris in charge of shredding some fresh cheddar. I originally started adding this to see if it would make it gooier, but this Kraft mac and cheese is plenty
Pretty
gooey.
creamy already, yeah.
So it sets up. So this is just an added bonus for flavor. For one box, we're just gonna do like half a cup. So now we just need to wait for the pasta.
16 seconds, Jeff.
16 seconds, Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
15, 14.
Do you taste it to see how done it is, or do you just go
Nah,
with
it's
it?
good
Throw
enough.
a piece, mate, have it at the ceiling,
good
mate.
enough.
Make sure it sticks.
So the mac and cheese, we're gonna start with just making it like they make it in the box.
I don't usually pour it that slow, do you?
No, a dramatic effect.
Put that in slow motion.
Yeah.
Coconut milk?
Coke.
We don't have regular milk?
What's the matter with coconut milk?
God. That's it, I'm not eating.
You never cease to surprise us, Jeff.
All right. I was kind of expecting this to go a little quicker.
Well, no, it'll go quick from here now. Well, not the cooling down part. Waiting for pasta to boil is always a pain.
Yeah.
You want me to measure this?
No.
Where's your
Good.
cheese packet?
Right there.
As I melt the cord over the stove. Nice technique. Nice technique. This could have been the whole video.
Hey, at least I didn't get it on your stove. You don't have to wipe it down now,
Nice.
right?
Put some Ritz crackers in it, make it a baked mac and cheese.
So Nate's mom used to make tuna fish in her mac and cheese.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, it was awesome.
I hated it.
I
my
loved it.
dad loves it.
Tuna. Oh,
Anytime I bring that up, that's the reaction I get.
hot tuna sounds disgusting to me. I love tuna fish cold, but not warm. Over cheese, no, thank you. It's not meant to be.
Trust me when I say it was gross. And it was even grosser when you had leftovers for like 3 days.
Yeah, that was a common occurrence.
Did not taste good the first day, and even worse every subsequent day.
That would be a dinner I would have to sit at the table all night long. Because I wouldn't eat it.
So while Nate's got the sauce, Chris, you want to grab your hand-grated, wicked
Cheese.
sharp cheddar
Throw it right
cheese?
in?
Throw it right in. How many guys does it take to make one box of mac and cheese?
It's just definitely getting cheesy there, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. So, while you're doing that,
Crumbs?
no. So this is the kind of the hack, if you will. I did this for my Juicy Lucy
Oh, your
Juicy Burgers.
I remember.
So, depending on how much pasta, this is good for like one box. These are good for like 3 boxes. So these are large rectangular, 76 ounces. So we're gonna put down some parchment paper and then more parchment paper and then sandwich it.
Okay. Just like the burgers.
Let's see. Nate, how's that coming?
Done.
All right, so we're gonna make one batch. Parchment paper, do the old crinkle test to get it to lay flat. Gonna put that in there.
Smack and cheese.
Yes.
Now, why wouldn't you just put it all in one of the big ones, Jeff?
So what I found when I make the mold, which is what I'm doing right here, is that if I make it too thin, you can't roll up the mac and cheese balls on this side or mac and cheese cubes on this side. So you end up having uncooked breadcrumb, essentially. So now what I'm gonna do...
Oh, I get it. So you need the sides to be big enough to hang on to the breadcrumb.
big enough to so you can cook it. Because when you
Right,
roll
right,
it up,
so you
yeah.
can flip it.
So
Like you can't stand a pancake on
we
its
want
edge.
this to be about 1.5 inches thick. Parchment paper, compact it. You don't want to compact it too much because it'll start squeezing up, but
And into the fridge?
and into the fridge.
Any weight on it, or just that?
No, just that.
Cool.
Kind of want us to set. So through the magic of movies and editing, I made a big batch.
Editing makes it grow.
Editing makes it grow.
Double size.
Double the size. And then I got smaller batch too. This is takes about 2 hours to set up. You want it to be nice and cold. The advantage of the parchment paper is that you can now
Oh, look at that.
slide it out. And this right here is like magic. One block mac and cheese.
It's pretty neat. I almost want to just pop that in the oven and eat it.
Same thing, this is the smaller batch.
Voila.
Voila. We're just gonna try and size these up so they're kind of bite size. If you got a big mouth like Chris.
Just give Chris that whole one right there.
Right.
Yeah, that works.
So I think that's the perfect size. That's what we're gonna go with.
Well, they're staying together really good.
Yep.
And you put the shredded cheese in this batch too, Jeff?
Yes.
So these are made the exact same way, same mac and cheese.
Yes. Now that we have our shape, I'm gonna put Nate and Chris to work breading these.
Come on, dude.
And
I get the
Chris,
dry hand.
Filming.
I get the dry
filming.
hand. Called it dibs.
so flour, egg wash,
Yeah.
breadcrumb, just regular breadcrumb. The flour, you may notice,
It's not white.
it's not white. So you can use white flour, regular flour, all purpose, and it works great. Throw a little, a little salt, a little seasoning in there. This happens to be some leftover KFC. I'll put the link at the end. My special recipe flour that has a lot of ingredients. But for the sake of this, we have our portions, we have our multiple cooking surfaces, so be able to brown each side perfectly. Now, we'll do it.
All right. I think you should get it going, Jeff.
Then I definitely need to, that's why I gave you guys the job. So I don't know how I got roped into this, seeing it's my video and I'm
No,
supposed
Jeff,
to,
you can't help yourself.
I'm supposed to delegate. I'm not supposed to, but I'll show you guys how to do one and then it's all on you.
If we had the cameras rolling while Jeff trimmed these into perfect cubes, you would understand how much of a perfectionist he is.
Exactly.
The cameras were off for like
So-
15 minutes while he trimmed each one down to the
No.
millimeter.
It's cheap. Your best chance to success. Nice blocks. So first things first, flour. It's that simple.
KFC flour.
KFC flour. I went with a relatively deep bowl, not as wide.
Deeper eggs.
Yeah, deeper eggs makes it easier to get it all on.
You didn't want to throw some coconut milk in there?
And then flour. Not flour, but breadcrumb. And this, you can pack it in. You'll see that these are actually pretty sturdy.
Yeah, they definitely set up. Like you could play catch with this.
Yeah,
Right there. There's a delicious, maybe more than one bite.
Yeah, it's a big bite.
Wait, I didn't really get that. Can you do it again?
Can you do it 13 more times?
Is that all? Just 13? So I'm putting these guys to work. You guys are up. I'm done. What am I doing? I don't even know why I'm touching. Hey, gloves off.
Oh, get out
gloves
of
off.
here. Look at you.
Oh, he's not even doing the egg for you?
You don't imagine that?
I can't do the egg. Then I'm gonna get freaking
Nice.
breading claw.
It's been 25 minutes.
Coming out good, though.
Hey, feel free to pack that in too when you're the breadcrumb, the last step. Get that in there, that way it'll stick. So we will see you at the griddle in an hour and a half.
In an hour and a half.
Well, at the rate you guys are going, I mean, Jesus.
That's how you bread mac and cheese.
Giant mac and cheese bites.
We just made the calories go down per bite.
I don't know. I'm thinking that it's the perfectly squared, trimming that I did.
You did nice. You did a well job. Good
Or
job.
the breading, but
Good
or
job,
maybe
buddy.
the coaching on how to bread. That looks good. That looks good. So now we're just gonna get these on the griddle. Nice shallow
Griddle's
fry.
preheating. Well, it's
Preheating,
almost there. It's
yeah.
good.
Look at that. These things are gonna be amazing. So apparently the guys think that I have a bad attitude or that I yell at them.
Just a perfectionist, that's all.
So they put me back on duty here.
We
So,
don't want
I don't
the
want to touch his stuff.
We don't want the responsibility of screwing these up.
so nice bed of oil. And by the time I get these all put down, they're probably gonna be ready to flip.
We get the heat on, Jeff?
I got the heat on low.
On low.
You know, a nice sizzle. Oh yeah. And I didn't mention it, but you can make these in advance. Before you bread them, you can leave them in the fridge for at least a week. Once they're breaded, I'm sure they'll be good for a couple days. So that way you can make it for a party the night before. That way you'll see it's pretty quick once you actually get to the cooking part.
Well,
Boy,
5
who-
flips, 5 sides, right? 5, 6 sides.
Who made so many of these things? This is the advantage of your griddle, right? That you can do this and you can have 10 people sitting there staring at you, waiting to try one, and you can feed them all pretty quick.
And you don't have to have a gallon of oil
Right.
in a pot either.
Or get rid of a gallon of oil.
Yeah.
So we are,
You know what kind of oil you got in there, Jeff?
I have canola oil. We're doing low, so you don't really need a high temp oil as much, even though canola is pretty high temp.
Yeah.
But you do want to get oil down.
Oh, yeah. That's good
looks
already.
good.
Note to self, put more oil down next time.
Yeah. That's right. Gives me the opportunity to make sure that
Boy, am I glad I didn't do this.
Yeah, right?
I would have been screaming at you guys.
I know
right
you
now.
would have. You didn't put enough oil down. What the hell you do? Get out of my way.
That's not true. It's not true.
Go sit in the corner.
It would also help if your griddle's, level. This one, not that level.
And now we just keep flipping.
Now we just keep flipping. Same thing, nice bed of oil. You can pick up on your hot spots pretty quickly.
How long do you think they're going to take total, Jeff? Maybe 8, 9, 10 minutes?
As soon as they get golden, man. But because there's so many flips, you're gonna have the mac and cheese by default is gonna be nice and warm inside.
Yep.
I do have my probe just in case somebody didn't.
Well, the egg on the outside is cooked.
Right.
Hey, Gracie. Oh, girl.
So you're basically doing a little squirt of oil for each fresh turn.
Yeah.
Who breaded these? They look, it's amazing. It's like not breadcrumbs everywhere.
It's funny, I was actually thinking the same thing, that somebody f***ed up with the breadcrumbs.
No, someone did not.
They're
Someone
like-
did awesome.
It's like back.
I don't know what you did there. You must have gouged one of them.
So we have success rate of about 95%. We have one that Chris did not press in the breading.
Yeah, that's my fault, sure.
So what would you say, Nate, is the temp that you start to feel warm on your tongue?
Me, I would say anything over your body temp with mac and cheese is good, but
So we're getting like 120, 130,
yeah, I think you're plenty hot there.
and pretty much just keep moving them around to get the perfect color that you want. Oh, these things look awesome. So now we're gonna pull them all, and that's it.
And now everyone out there in YouTube land understands why Chris and I did not want the pressure of cooking these in front of Jeff.
Meticulously over these.
His eyes have not averted from that griddle since he put them on.
Exactly.
And it was quick though. What would you guys say was a total time? 10 minutes? Think 15?
I'm gonna
yeah?
go 14 minutes and 57 seconds.
Yeah, is that the official or is that just made up?
It's closer to 15. You were,
Took a bit of time.
You zoned
Yeah.
out, Jeff. You were in your glory.
How, come on though. Look, you're telling me this doesn't look amazing?
They look amazing.
I mean, on the griddle, mac and cheese balls.
Cubes.
I love it.
I know they're technically cubes, but it's neither here nor there. We don't need to get, all right. So what are we gonna call this? We got a 3, 2, 1. Done. See you inside. Come on, guys. Come on. Too bad. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm gonna try and find a smaller one, Jeff. But
Delicious.
We get
it's legit.
That's crunchy.
Very good, Jeff.
It's cheesy. Very, very cheesy.
Not a ton of work either. Very good. Unique. Oh, thank you. I have to eat over the sink.
Writing's perfect.
I mean, it's steps, but it wasn't complex. I mean, it's pretty. What do you think of the extra cheddar on the mac and cheese? You pick up on it?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's just delicious.
Very cheesy.
Awesome. Well, like, subscribe, share, comment,
It's hot too.
and it's hot. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank
See
you.
ya.
See you next video.
Gracie.
Yeah, good job, Jeff.
And the final word.
Very good.
That's it. It's not amazing. I just cooked mac and cheese bites on the griddle.